And welcome to the Mania World Cup 2018. We're just now about to have the first matches of the round of 16 coming up. I am Potassium F, joined here by Rem Fangirl. Hello.
Yeah, hello there, Potassium. It's nice to join you again.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a while, actually, I think. But yeah, we've got some exciting matches coming up in the first block, or the first day, starting up with China versus Philippines. So what do you think of this matchup?
Actually, it's a very interesting match, given that they are both solid teams overall. I think in group stages they are doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, they both did really well in group stage. Both of them, China was high seed and took top of their group, and Philippines was low seed and got second. So both of them causing their own upsets. I think Philippines definitely looked like the strongest low seed, I would say, of all of them in groups. And yeah, definitely China to beat Chile was quite a good effort. I think the biggest thing.
Yeah, we'll see the first warm up here.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is a Aqua map, isn't it?
I think this is Philippines warm up, given that the difficulty name is kind of familiar.
Yeah, this is Aqua Olivirus's difficulty name style, I guess. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think this this match kind of hinges on which version of China we'll see today, because they had some exceptional scores against Chile, but were a little bit inconsistent in their other matches.
Yeah, we'll see soon enough. Well, the warm-up starts to kick in, and there's a bunch of long notes now.
Oh yeah, nice inverse map. And looks like the Philippines are slightly ahead.
Yeah, those doesn't look so unpleasant. A longer, more inverse speed from something like that.
Yeah, inverse is definitely not very friendly to a lot of people. I think the SVs as well in this are tripping a lot of players off, especially China. But oh, whoa, it's actually really close. It's going back and forth.
Yeah, this looks actually quite fun so far. I think I might gonna actually try this after the this match, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a nice inverse, man. What kind of half inverse? Mostly inverse.
Not quite sure here, actually. I think if this is kind of, if you want to like judge about tiers, this is kind of like a tier 11-ish.
Tier 11. It's kind of hard to judge.
Depending on like Arc versus LN tiers.
What's the BPM of this? I'm not
Because
sure. I think... Yeah, I think maybe 10? Just from looking? God, it's hard. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, just looking at the scores right now, like Arkwin's is the only one who has like a 99%, and most of the players all the players actually got an S, which is actually really good so far. It's showcasing how these teams perform on long notes in general.
Yeah, I think somewhere between 10 and 11 is pretty fair estimate.
Yeah, one miss by Arkwin himself.
Yeah.
I'm not be surprised.
I mean, it's his own map. Fair enough, but still
Yeah.
impressive nonetheless.
Ooh.
Oh,
Morgan
wait,
Blue. Huh.
this isn't the well-known Morgan Blue.
I don't think so. I think this one is the Jack. This is the probably a macaron goes with the name Vanessa, I think.
I'm not sure. I actually don't know of any other Morgan Blues other than Underjoys. So it would be interesting to see.
Okay, so this one is actually by Trickster and by the username Vanessa because I think he changed his name. So I guess that's fair enough. I think this is a Jack one, I think.
Okay, so we had LN warm up and getting some rice now. Teams kind of getting a feel of each other. No meme warm ups.
Yeah, as far as yeah, as far as I know, this map is actually brutal. Like most of the times are just dense mini jacks all around.
Oh god. Mini jacks can hurt the combo especially.
Yeah, except it's really fast. Like I don't think I have anything to say about this one.
Yeah, I guess we'll see it whenever all the players are ready, I guess. Yeah, so we got the bracket here. Everyone's still in winners because this is the first week of the bracket stage. And we can see the winner of this map will verse the winner of USA versus Canada. So tough roads ahead of whoever wins this, or loses this, I think. I think the loser will verse the loser of USA versus Canada. I think that's how the bracket works. We got double time. Okay, yeah, a bit of jump stream.
I think we should be good to go for this warm up.
Here's the mini jacks. Oh god. Oh god. That's really rough. Those are insane. Yeah, everyone just completely dying, looks like. We've got some bees even on the Philippines side. And China is holding 298s. Yeah, these jacks look especially brutal.
Oh my god.
The BPM is not very comfortable for these kinds of patterns, and oh my god. They're all chords as well.
They're actually really brutal. I actually don't have any words to say about this one.
I mean, you can just see it in their scores. Like, none of these players are bad. All of them are like exceptional players, but getting Bs on the map just kind of shows how hard it is. We can see that China do have the edge over really fast jack picks, I guess.
Yeah, considering they're probably have the proficiency on most speedy maps in general. I think in most basically technical or jack, or probably like streams in general, they are really good at that.
Yeah. probably somewhere that Philippines wants to be looking to ban then. A more technical map probably, with some mini jacks in it. Obviously none of the maps in the pool are quite as hard as this. But, you know, still the maps do test some speed and jacking. I'll just check. Perhaps All-Nighter? All-Nighter is kind of the mixed pick. Japanese Transformation is one that might need to be looked at, and Monk 2 as well. Those are the big technical...
I think Japanese Transformation is probably a much riskier pick because it's also fast and it's more of a single streams, and it's really easy to slip off if you're not careful enough.
Japanese Transformation is ridiculously hard. I think it's just the hardest map of the pool.
Yeah, I think it's probably like the hardest one, in my opinion.
Even if you're fast enough to play the patterns, it's no easy feat to be able to get anywhere decent accuracy on it.
That's true. Like you gotta have to be something like more of a probably consistent overall, just to get actually consistent rainbows in streams.
Okay, we get the bans in. Philippines wins the roll, so China first bans Red Lips, and Philippines then bans Japanese Transformation.
That's actually China, quite predictable actually by Philippines here.
Yeah. But we just talked about Japanese Transformation for the Philippines, so that kind of makes sense. And China always kind of being the team to... I mean, they're pretty roll-rounded in everything else. I guess SV is probably their least comfortable aspect, so...
Yeah, I think in China has like probably practice like the other SV maps, but I don't know if they actually practice Calamity Fortune because of its really weird most of the stuff with the LS SVs of it.
Yeah, I think personally for me, Calamity Fortune is the hardest of the SV maps. I think Red Lips is probably... Well, the SV is pretty intense, but like, it's easy... It's more of an accuracy-based SV pick, and I think that's probably why China banned it.
Yeah, I think
Philippines probably having a bit of an edge in accuracy.
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty easy to learn as well. I think you could get actually like a FC on the first 5 tries or something.
Oh, and Philippines picked Neuro Cloud9. So another SV map.
Being showcased one of the SB maps by himself now.
Yeah, targeting one the same category that China banned, so pretty common. And obviously, if Philippines picks it, they've practiced this pretty well. Then you would think.
Yes.
So we'll have to see how China do it, because I know China is definitely not bad at SV. Yeah, this is just a really great map. The SV
I would actually agree on it.
It's like, you don't really need to memorize anything as much as you would need to in Calamity Fortune or Red Lips. You can probably nail a lot of the SV on the second try, I would think.
Oh yeah, I mean, like in the first try, it's really easy to learn if you actually know the song really well. So I think that's kind of predictable to see the jumps there.
Yeah, it's doable first try, but then, you know, just ironing out some of the smaller sections. I think the harder part would be to get consistent on it. And
that's actually really weird. 200 by just calling right in the first 4 notes.
Oh, that's a quad. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot.
Yeah, I would actually argue.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He's catching up. Look at those rainbows.
Yeah, but that's 97 to the first section right here. Like, everyone else is like 99 plus.
Oh, Run's getting a few more 200s actually. Dropping his accuracy well below everyone else's. So China has a little bit of an early lead.
I would actually argue that most of the Chameleon tracks are much predictable and kind of a rhythm. So I think it's safe to say that if you actually really good at SVs, you kind of know where Camelia's and then the SV's placements or something like that. That could actually help you out on the side reads.
I think this coming part is going to be... This is the hardest part to get accuracy on. Right here.
Yeah,
these short elements are just... The schlongs. The short long note. The schlong notes. They are really difficult to get high accuracy on because you have to release like awkwardly early.
And here we go.
And all 6 players holding on throughout the first part of this map here. But China's still edging out that accuracy.
Philippines taking a damage of 200s on Cielo Day and Call Me Ron.
Yeah, Arquin, the best player on the Philippines team, just dropping below 99%. He's falling below every single person on the China side. So China with a considerable accuracy advantage.
Yeah, Hina is actually doing a lot better than I expected there. 99.4 himself is actually a really good feature considering that he doesn't like SDs at all.
Yeah, it's almost like it was a bait. Oh, we do get a miss.
Ooh,
Lucifer and Satori now as well. Oh, this could be huge. So that's two.
Yeah, there's quite a bit to go there.
And oh, Satori and Ron trading misses. But that's gonna even things out, and I think China's gonna
that's
hold on.
Really bad.
Or the score lead's shrinking a little bit. But oh no, Ron with the miss. And that's gonna keep the lead.
There's like 20,000 points of difference. Oh no! Yeah, that's really good victory by China there. 33,000 points of difference.
A break point on the very first map from Philippines. So that was really impressive accuracy across the board from China. A couple of missed slip-ups, but...
Yeah, 99% by Hina there. Holding a full combo on the team is actually really helping him a lot. Also Arquin with I think he's holding a FC, but his accuracy is kind of losing to Cielo Day right there. I think Cielo Day has also got the FC as well.
Yeah, 3 FCs, 2 on Philippines and 1 on China, but China's accuracy just making up just so much. And China goes straight with a Monk 2, so we got the other speedy, technical type map.
Oh, yeah, Monk 2 is actually a really bursty technical map.
Yeah, there are a lot. It's really... Yeah, just really bursty, filled with mini jacks kind of everywhere. And there's so much opportunity to lose a ton of accuracy as well. And also one point in particular that has a really brutal, I think 3 or 4 note right hand jack.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, like the entire map pool is like has a pretty good potential to choke like anything in the pool actually. Calamity Fortune, you have the potential to choke on the SVs. Monk 2 is actually chokeable because of the jacks. And like most of the Japanese transformation, it's just ways that might slip you off.
I think every single map is chokeable, like quite easily chokeable.
Yeah, they are actually dangerous to actually
even the easier ones like letters. Letters seems really easy for an map, but it's surprisingly like easy to miss randomly.
Yeah, it takes a whole lot of coordination to hit them, and I probably could understand a lot why people would actually don't prioritize that.
Yeah, and of course I don't need to say anything about Sakura Skip. The end kind of speaks for itself.
Oh yeah.
So getting off here, we got some accuracy drops from Anyan and Hina at the very start of the map.
Yeah, those aren't actually quite too bad overall. It's just like probably the start of it.
Yeah, it's quite easy to mistime the start of this map because of how quiet it is. It starts out. Kind of takes a little bit
Not
sometimes
too good start
to
by
get into the
Ainyan
rhythm.
though.
Yeah, dropping a lot of 200s. Hitting really early, I think.
Yeah, he's probably hitting quite early as we speak here. Not too consistent on these technical ish notes here.
Yeah, so China does hold an accuracy advantage just early on, just like that, mainly from Ainyan's accuracy, but everyone on Philippines is holding full combos, so just like that,
Ooh,
Hina
he can actually take a miss though.
And that's going to bring the scores much closer, but Ainyan's finding a lot of 200 still, dropping down to low 98s, while everyone else is holding in the upper half of the 99s.
Yeah, Ainyan is now getting extremely early so far now. I think it's like his hit concentration probably goes closer to the left and is dangerously hitting very early.
I think with these kind of bursty technical... Oh, we see a lot of misses from Ainyan, Hina, and Satori. That's going to slightly favor Philippines, but Ainyan missing again, kind of even that out a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, and Cielade. And it comes down... I think it just comes down to, like, with these kind of bursty technical maps.
That's why you have to actually pick carefully right now, because this is extremely dangerous so far, and you have to be very demanding.
We're getting to the very end of the map, and China just has a commanding lead of 80,000 points. 1,200 from Lucifer.
Yeah, that's really insane. 994.
Holy crap. And 3 200s from Hina as well.
Yeah, he was
just with the
miss there.
This ridiculous accuracy from China.
Yeah, it's now 2-0 for China now. It's looking pretty good in a position right now, and it's now Philippines' pick. Wonder what he could go for.
I think it would be really risky going for Calamity Fortune now. I think it's still possible, but given how good China were on a Neuro, it's I guess you could still go for it because Calamity Fortune is a very different map to Neuro, but
yeah, well, I mean,
I don't know,
unless you learn a lot of it, and you're probably just doing fine.
It would have. Okay, so they pick Sakura's here.
Oh yeah, so looking for the long Dima maps now.
Oh yes, I'm so happy this map is in the pool. These kind of long note maps were not really very prevalent in previous years. In previous years' main World Cup, that is. But
they're pretty notable for warm-ups, I guess.
Yeah.
For every.
I think this map is while it kind of does seem the hardest out of the long note maps, it's actually the easiest, or at least easiest to get good accuracy on. It is still quite difficult to FC because there's so many choke points in it, but overall the timing is pretty basic.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easier in terms of holding rainbows in general, because I think this has low OD as well.
So I don't think we're going to see much of an accuracy difference between the two teams, so it'll really come down to who chokes at the end, because someone's going to choke. There's no way all 6 of these players.
I mean, every game with charts on the end is pretty disgusting overall in patterning. I think you couldn't agree on that.
This is a kind of this kind of type of LN map. It's always like this here. This is really you can see the scores flickering. All of these players are not having any problems on this. It's
the
really
difference
kind
is
of
still
basic.
non-existent overall. I mean, just look at those accuracies.
And
although Cielade is kind of falling behind 99.7,
but this will continue until we get to actually
Toyo actually missed.
Toyo came in with an early miss, and that's going to give China a little bit of a lead. But as I was saying, well, it's kind of invalidated a little bit now, but all 6 of these players are going to do really well until about the 2/3 mark, or the last kind of chorus especially, where the difficulty just gets cranked up. Like,
yeah, I think the second chorus is probably not any different from the first chorus. It's just the third chorus, which a lot of inverse things there.
So there's 3 points in particular.
Someone's gonna do the jokes there.
So there's a little bit of LN padding there, but overall a few 200s, nothing more. There's 3 points mainly. I think later on at about the 2,200 combo mark, there's a little bit of an irregular burst.
Oh man.
That can catch you off guard, because sometimes when you're playing this right now, you're kind of just cruising along, and you don't expect the burst. So there's that, and then there's the last chorus basically, which has a lot of just much harder LN patterning.
Yeah, this
and
looks
also
quite a little bit of a difference there. Like around 10,000 points, I think. It's just pretty minor, but once we get to the third chorus right here, it's like, well, there goes your combo then.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been talking about the actual score difference much, because I don't think it means anything at this point. There was one miss, but I think there's a huge opportunity for just like everyone to choke right here, and we get a few 200s from Lucifer. But other than that, not really much going on from that slow jam. And here we're going.
Yeah, here we go.
It's getting a lot harder now, and then wait for it. And right now.
It has to be now though.
Okay.
If Lucifer want to have a chance. Oh no!
Toyohime is the one to break twice, 3 times.
Yeah,
and all 3 of the Chinese
oh
players
my god, that's
done so well throughout that. Look at the Chinese accuracy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Chinese players are consistent overall.
That was so comfortable for them. 2.98 million combined score.
Yeah, that's
all 3 above 992k. That's really impressive score.
That's actually a really good score by he now with 994,642 there. That's really good. Like, I really don't know how people can do LNs really consistent overall. Just not to get a 200 is actually really impressive there.
Yeah, it's really hard to maintain good accuracy on LNs. Just because release timing, like timing the releases accurately is so much harder than like pressing down.
Yeah, I accidentally just thought of Saigo, and then we come to this here. It's actually the difficulty of it cranked up. Oh my god.
Anyway, China with their pick instantly picks all-nighter, which is another technical, kind of all-around. It has some technical, has a little bit of LM, has some slow jam even in one section. But I would say mainly.
I think this is kind of weird pick by China there, because like.
I think it makes sense. I think after obviously Japanese Transformation and Monk 2, this is probably the next hardest to get good accuracy on, and that's kind of where China's been holding their advantage, like technical accuracy. And this is a very technical map.
Yeah, I think it's overall just really weird snaps, and most of the varsity scrapes right there. It's gonna come to who gets the accuracy the most, and it's really hard because it's OD9 as well.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Another Seal finding a miss early on. And China still with exceptional accuracy is going to take both the combo and the accuracy advantage. We'll have to see if that holds through the slow jam though. That's one point where accuracies can break quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean like 28,000 points of difference up to this here, and there's so much more difficult patterning, and it's still going, and difference is really much bigger in China's side.
Yeah, China just holding more consistent combos and better accuracy overall, so it's really difficult for Philippines to get in. They really need China to break.
Cielo Day actually
just
missed
not
another one, and it's Bryce now.
China's going to hold about a 30,
4
40,000 lead now. And the Chinese accuracies have dropped a little bit. Arquin now holding the same accuracies as the Chinese players, but
yeah, but that the difference is too big. Because Cielo Day already missed like 4 times, while China still has the FC like all around of it. And it's really good for China's side, and it's actually going to take the 4th point.
Yeah, it's already the end of the map. China still holding 3-man FCs on so many maps now.
4 FCs with triple FCs on China's side. That's impressive overall. I mean, the ratios are identical to each other.
Just consistent in like every sense of the word there.
Yeah. Oh my. And now Philippines retaliate with Cynthia, going for more of an accuracy-based pick here, trying to catch up with mostly China.
This is what, 4 minutes long?
I think it's around 4 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, just a bit of a jump stream map. So yeah, definitely much more accuracy oriented than any of the previous charts.
Yeah, but again, it's probably like the whoever team who actually got the most consistent overall, it's gonna take the reins and the victory over that one map.
I mean, who knows? Philippines struggled a lot with accuracy in the previous few maps, but those were more like really technical. This is kind of consistent, so you might see like the players more comfortable, probably getting much better accuracy than they did just then.
Yeah, alright, here we go, and we seeing 5th map of the possible 11. Cynthia with probably like the one of the easier ones we have seen so far in this match.
Yeah, probably the easiest to FC, definitely. So we'll probably see like less breaks, despite it being so long. So it will really come down to the accuracy lead, and so far, that's pretty close. China has a small lead, mainly from Toyohime, who's lagging a little bit behind, holding a 99.7, when everyone else has really exceptional accuracy across the board, actually. 99.5, 99.6, 99.3.
Yeah, I think at this point, at the very early stages of this map, I think 99.3 is a kind of bit low for most of the players right now, because like I'm expecting to be at least like a 99.7 at this point.
Well, they're getting up there. CLA dropping a little bit below, but now everyone's kind of just stabilized at their accuracies now, not really changing much at all. So China's edging out. Bit of a lead, 2,000 points. But if this does keep up like how they've been stabilized here, China will end up winning. So Philippines either need to hope for China to lose some accuracy or break.
Yeah,
or
I think
Philippines
it's
just
more
need
consistent overall, yeah.
We do see Toyohime dropping accuracy a bit again.
Yeah, but now we're almost inching to like the half, or probably like the second half of the chart now, and it's like
Yeah.
pretty decent lead actually for China there, given that this is kind of long.
It is quite long, yeah. All three China players actually have pretty much the exact same accuracy they had in the first few seconds of the map. I don't think any of their accuracies have really like changed at all. The Philippines is just lagging behind a little bit. Cielade and Aquin are quite consistent with their 99 point, like high 99.8s, but Toyohime is just lagging behind them just slightly, 99.6, and it's not much, but it's like really costing in such an accuracy-oriented map.
Yeah, I think like most of the Chinese players are like 99.8 plus, and it's still going consistently well. You have Philippines, well, still going with 99.8 plus, but it's just the only one player who backed down a little bit.
And we still have all 6 players on a full combo.
I mean, so far, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make them break, but they're just all 6 players look very comfortable. Basically, it's entirely decided by the accuracy in this map, and China just have the better accuracy, and it just looks too hard for Philippines to overcome at this point. And Toyohime finding a break at the very
okay,
one of the last nodes. That's not my fault, by the way. That wasn't me.
Yeah, all 6 players. Well, it's now down to 5. Well, SME.
I'll give that an honorary FC, because it pretty much was. That's 8 combo off. But wow, 1-200 on all of the Chinese team.
Yeah, like I was talking about, they are really consistent. You gotta give the credit for Philippines players actually doing really well.
106 300s from Lucifer as well. 1-33 ratio.
998-336. That's, what is that? Like that score is actually disgusting.
That's ridiculous. And oh wow, this is interesting actually. China on their match point have picked Calamity Fortune themselves.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, so
this is looking really interesting now.
They're feeling confident on their SVs.
Huh, okay. This is kind of a game changing right now, because I think most of us kind of know that China is probably like have the least proficiency in SVs. Well, you don't expect this one.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't like. I mean, they still have like Death Mask. Death Mask would be a pretty good pick for China.
Yeah, Death Mask divine is actually really good.
They could go to LNs if they want. I guess maybe they're just not as comfortable with LNs. Fine, but Death Mask is still up. You know, if they wanted to, Her Majesty.
Oh yeah, I think Her Majesty is a little bit understandable, because it's actually pretty easy to choke though, because the jacks are kind of anchory.
I mean, Calamity is also pretty easy to choke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, the SVs are, yeah, it's pretty easy to choke as well if you're not prepared enough. I mean, this one middle section with the kind of a little bit of mini jack and then straight towards the stream right there. That's actually really easy to choke. I'm gonna call that as actually.
Every single teleport is just easy to choke in this, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, can we all agree that this is actually really easy to choke on most of the map pool?
Just miss. Just.
Oh my!
Anyone who FCs any map in this map pool on like in a match, that they are very good. Let's just say that.
They are very good. They are probably the percent of player. You're beating 80% of the players in most of the community.
I mean, it depends what map as well. I think some of them, like, hold on. Let's get this out. If you can... Japanese transformation, if you can FC that, you're probably beating more than 80%.
I think like the FC Japanese transformation is like, well, I mean, you're really good at index fiends.
Actually, Japanese transformation might not be. Is it the hardest to FC?
Well,
it might not be actually.
I would argue that this is actually the hardest one to FC. I would argue that
if you completely throw out your accuracy, you can FC.
Yeah. Okay. I mean that. Yeah, for sure.
Hold on. I think we just missed the whole map.
Yeah, I think we missed the whole while the match already concludes. Oh
Okay.
No.
Anyway, just a bit of info. China just won against the Philippines. I don't know if that showed on stream or not, but it didn't show for us.
I think it didn't show for us. So I mean, there's an info on the MP link if you want to guys to check out. But
yep. Anyway, China won Calamity Fortune by 54,000 points, making China win 6-0. Yeah,
that's a clean sweep by China right there, and taking Hina with the MVP slot of Calamity Fortune by 975,554 points. That's actually a pretty solid score overall for an SB map.